Idaho. Well, thanks to a growing effort across the nation, recycling these days is easier than ever.
Yeah, just within the last 6 months, I was able to get one of those blue bins in front of my house. But even as it becomes increasingly convenient, recycling can still be confusing, especially when it comes to what and how to recycle. So joining us this morning are Ann Germain and Sharon Knies from the National Waste and Recycling Association. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning. Good morning. It's a pleasure to be with you today to talk about recycling smarter.
All right, it's a pleasure to have you. Thank you so much. And I know this is something that a lot of people think maybe they understand, but there are some common myths when it comes to recycling, right?
Absolutely. And two of those myths are that recycling is hard and that recyclables actually don't get recycled. Those are definitely myths. Recycling is easier and easier, and as Spencer just mentioned, he just has a new recycling bin in front of his house. More than half the population have recycling curbside, and most Americans have access to recycling. We have new technology. Single stream technology allows you to throw all your recyclables in one bin, making it easier and easier. And those recyclables do get recycled into valuable new products.
Which is what we love to hear. And, you know, my wife and I try to be very vigilant about, you know, checking the list. Okay, can this carton go in there? Can this can go in there? So I want to know, what are some common items that people put in the recycling bin that shouldn't go there?
That's a great question, Spencer. A lot of people think that they can recycle their plastic grocery bags, and unfortunately that is usually a problem. They can be recycled, but they need to be taken back to the grocery store, not put in the bin. And some people put all their packages into, like the cans and bottles and stuff, into those grocery bags to kind of keep the bin neat. We ask that just put the material in the bin loose, and they'll be taken care of that way. Pizza boxes are also a problem. It's actually one of those funny things that it can be recycled because it's made of cardboard, but sometimes there's grease from the pizza gets into the fiber, and so then it can't be recycled. So what we actually recommend is if the top is clean, recycle the top, and if the bottom is dirty, then that can either be composted or thrown away if composting's not available.
That's
another item
great advice that I hadn't thought about. I'm sorry to cut you off, but can I ask real quick, we're almost out of time, what happens when you put those wrong items in that recycling bin? What happens?
Well, you contaminate what is recyclable, and you know, those who want to use those recyclables to make valuable products, it is not valuable to them if they get contamination in the recyclables that they get. The second problem is it can break down the equipment, which is a tremendous problem.
All right, well, that's good to know, and it's good to keep you know, an eye on those things, make sure you're putting them in the correct place. So just really quickly, as we wrap up here, ladies, can you share with us that website of yours where people can get more information so they're more knowledgeable about recycling?
Beginwiththebin.org.
Perfect. Easy to remember. I love the rhyming ones. You guys have a great name there. So thanks so much for the valuable tips, ladies. We sure appreciate it.
All right, Ann and Sharon, thank you so much for being with us.